All right. How's it going, everybody? Here, Dark Dave V2 here. Here with another little rambling, or back in the is the same world, just that I noticed the village a bit in the distance. I decided to just like quickly come over here, and yeah, just I was looking at the webtoon app, and I noticed that there was one webtoon that is still yet to get an update, or manhwa. I searched up technically the technical term. I think I'll set up base here. The technical term is manhwa. It's but just that I used the app first, so it's definitely become one of those things that is just like instilled in my mind to just call them a webtoon when the technical term is manhwa. Unless if I'm wrong about this, but I'm like now that I'm saying this, I'm like 40% sure I'm right about this. I could be wrong. But there's this one webtoon by the name of the Top Dungeon Farmer. And honestly, I cannot sing its praises enough. Uh, and it kind of sucks because it went on a bit of a hiatus. Uh, it managed to reach 100 chapters, and afterwards it just went on hiatus. I'm hoping that the creators are just like taking their time, in the kitchen cooking up another fine like season two. But dude, I love it so much. It's not to like continue my dunk on the strongest florist, but I'm going to continue my dunk on the strongest florist. It's what the strongest florist wanted to be. The a basic synopsis of the story is basically, um, a massive towers, or was it just the one tower? I think it might have been just the one tower. Uh, I'm just gonna say tower. Ah, fuck right. Massive towers have sprouted across like the earth, and then around the same time, people have been going missing. Turns out that the people weren't missing; they just got isekai into the tower, and only until they reached like level 10, I believe, or either level 10 or the 10th floor in the tower, they were allowed to buy a ticket so they could freely enter and leave the tower. Or a little substation or a store of sorts, a hub, if you would. And our main character, which is Sunji Woo, was that it? His the hold on. Uh, I really didn't want to like search anything up on like last time, but I'm gonna search things up because your boy's got a pretty awful memory. Shouldn't take too long. Let me go to the app. Top Dungeon Farmer. Uh, Sejun. That's his name. I knew it was something along those lines. I'm don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing it because I'm a good old Texan, and I'm pretty sure I have a thick accent when it comes to like pronouncing like foreign names. So that's why I don't want to try too long into trying to pronounce the MC's name. But yeah, our main character basically he wanted to come into this tower because I messed up. Uh, for the simple fact that he just wanted to earn money in the tower. If I remember correctly, I believe he was in like the beginning of the story. He was like thinking like just like, damn, if only I could go into the tower, I could like earn some real cash. I cannot convert them into a chest. You kidding me? Like ah man, if I could only go into the tower, I could like earn some real money or something along those lines, right? How am I supposed to make these oak chests then? Those dogs are really going at it. That's the neighbor's dogs, and also Zeus joining in on the fray. Zeus is my dog. I'm not too sure why they're so angry. I'm gonna hope it's nothing and leave it at that. Maybe it should go. Okay, calm down. Okay, good. Somewhat. Granted, those dogs always bark, so it's like not too I'm getting off topic. But yeah, basically he wanted to just earn some cash, and just as he was thinking that, luckily for him, a portal to the tower started appearing right in front of him, and instead of just jumping right in, he just kind of like stood in place and hoped that the portal would just suck him in. And I'm guessing you're not supposed to do that because the portal just started shrinking again. And our MC being like, wait, no, I don't want to lose my opportunity. Wait, no, come back. Please take me with you. It wasn't that exaggerative, but you basically, you get the idea. I'm a fairly exaggerative person, so that's why but yeah, and apparently it's not exactly a good thing to go into a portal as it's like mid shrinking, because he didn't show up on the first floor. He showed up on the very like last floor, like at the very tippity top of the dungeon. Hence the name, the top dungeon. But where does the farmer come in? Well, he got stuck in a pit. Like that was his spawn point basically. It was just a whole pit. He had some water, but there was a rock. He had some shade, and that was pretty much it. Luckily for him, he had some groceries with him, so what he then decided to do was just plant them down to just like hope for the best, just like, oh, I might be stuck here for a minute. I don't know what floor I'm in, so yeah, I'll just plant this down and hope for the best. Where's the other log? And due to like the dungeon's effects, the plants or the crops that he planted down had like a very like fast growth, and because of that, he was able to just like be able to live in that area for a decent amount of time. But then the dungeon manager spotted him, and they were just like, "Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Why are you here?" And they couldn't exactly like kill them outright because the tower had rules that they needed to follow. But so they begrudgingly just gave them a class which was farmer, hence the name, top dungeon farmer. But and that's basically the first chapter, or the first like 5 chapters, give or take. I might be missing some stuff, but dude, it's so good. Like the story is very lighthearted. It takes itself seriously when it needs to, but not too seriously. Near the end of the, or like in the top 75 or the last 75 chapters, it definitely was taking a bit more of a serious tone. Getting into a bit more of the gritty details about, or not really gritty details, but a bit more of the lore of like how the tower was formed and everything, and how like it's the manager's duty to like maintain the towers and everything. But yeah, it's really lighthearted, and the art style is like really nice. It's very The art style is like how to explain it? Uh it's like realistic but also soft, if that makes sense. Like some of the monsters, or no, it's not really too realistic cuz they are fairly like hmm. I'm really struggling on how to explain the art style other than just saying it's good. Art style good. How would I explain the art style? It's very cartoony, but like not to the top, not over the top. it definitely has like some like poses, or like they're not too exaggerated where like you it's like out of the realm of possibility for a person to have these looks, except when you talk about the monsters, because it is like a fantasy uh webtoon or manhwa. I really gotta get out of that habit of calling them just webtoons. Fantasy manhwa. So obviously there are going to be like more fantastical traits, but like a talking cat. Nothing wrong against the talking cat Theo. It's just wanted to point out that yeah, there's talking animals, but it's very easy on the eyes too. It's just like you can really just like lose yourself in just like the art style, or like the characters talking. But it's a uh, that's basically like all I can really say about the art style. I'm not. I'm trying to learn art, so for how to be a better artist in general. But yeah, when it comes to like the story itself, I feel like it's very well paced. It's like takes itself time to like build up, or like for we see him like struggle a bit at first to like actually survive. I'm pretty sure he was a little bit malnourished at the beginning. I believe they make comments about how or he made a comment about how he feels like he lost weight. But like by the near end of where like season 1, he has like a whole like he has like a I don't want to just say farm, but yeah, it's basically that. He has a whole farm like all to himself. No way, a farmer has a farm. Like it's he's starting to like his land is starting to reach into like the acres and acres of just like property that he technically owns. It's wild, like the slow but sure like the slow and steady progress that he makes. And I think like the main thing that I like the most is that at the end of the day, the main character is just a dude. He's not the smartest. He knows like a bit of gardening and stuff like that. Hence why he was able to he knew how to like plant uh the crops the proper way. And he also knew a good bit of like certain recipes, so he got a bit creative with like the very few crops that he had, on like how to make meals to like sustain himself. But yeah, oh damn it, I don't have a weapon. Really, have killed a monster before then? It's uh, it's like at the beginning of the story, he is weak. He's just a dude, like I said before. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. He's just like a dude who just got lucky, yet also unlucky. Lucky in the fact that he actually managed to get into the tower. Unlucky of where he spawns, because he is in the 99th floor, and the 99th floor is like notorious for like it's like game mechanics. Like the higher the floor you get to, the more dangerous the monsters become. And it was the same for him. He had to like basically come up with ways on how to like lower his like okay then, to make sure that he doesn't get spotted by any of the big monsters in the area. But yeah, he even gets workers. His workers are like little not like anthropomorphic, not anthrop however you say the word, not like full on anthropomorphic animals. I think that's how you say it. But kind of close. Basically, they were just like rabbits that were like smart enough to like stand on their hind legs and be able to use tools. And at the beginning of the story, we actually had no idea what they were saying. It wasn't until like oh god, like halfway through like the story. I was it halfway? It might have been longer than that. That the MC manages to get a skill that allows him to talk with animals. Was it all animals? I think it's only like sentient enough animals because, like I said, animals in this series or in the tower at least can't speak. However, not all of them can speak English or whatever language your origin language is. And so, for example, he was able to talk with at the beginning of the story Theo the cat, but the rabbits, no, the rabbits were speaking their own language, and it was so adorable. Whenever he finally learned or got the skill to actually understand them, because everybody's reaction just like, wait, you can finally understand this, and they all just like, because it wasn't just the two rabbits at the beginning. Two rabbits came into like his little property. They were starving. He was more than happy to help them out to uh basically feed them and also let they also kind of had a bit of a beneficial relationship because the two rabbits were also farmers, so they were just like, hey, you got this you got this small nice little farm over here, if we help you with work, can we have some of the food? And the MC, like, the this it's a pretty big no brainer. He said, yeah, sure, all right, let's work together. And yeah, they just like started chilling with them, and then the female rabbit got she had kids, and the reason I bring this up is because in the story when he learned how to talk, all the rabbits referred, like the children rabbits, referred to him as uncle. And when I saw that they referred to him as uncle, I was just like, oh my god, he's part of the family. Like this shit's so cute. This shit is so sweet that it's giving me like type 2 diabetes, man. But rabbits weren't the only creatures he was able to help out. There's also some poisonous bees that had their residence in the 99th level. He managed to befriend one. Turns out that the one that he befriended was a or was she wasn't a queen in waiting, so I'm pretty sure. Damn, this is a very bad haul. She was, I believe she was just like a, yeah, no, now I remember because of like his help, because the bee would come by, get a little bit of pollen from the crops that he was planting, because he had cherry tomatoes. He was growing cherry tomatoes, and yeah, the bee would pollinate, and because of this, the bee would grow a little bit faster than the rest of the worker drones or bee drones. And so the queen kicked her out. So she said, I'm gonna sit up with this guy then. He gives me free food. He's pretty chill. I like him." And yeah, so he has at where I was at the end of the story or near the end of the story, he managed to get Theo the cat, which is Theo is a merchant cat, so apart from being able to speak English, he also like is the one that would sell his crops to other adventurers because his crops actually had magical properties, which is a perk that he got for being a. Was it a perk that he got from being a farmer, or did they just have the properties in general? I think it was because I think it is because he was a farmer. I'm pretty sure. I'm like, maybe. Is it about the time that I reread it for a third time? But I feel like I say but a lot. Anyhow, he managed to yeah, get Theo, which like Theo's little arc that he goes through. I don't want to like spoil. I have already spoiled a good bit. I'm an awful reviewer, quote unquote. Like Theo's little arc from just like a cat that got scammed to what he becomes at the end of the series, or at I don't know. The series is not over. It's not over. It will come back. What he becomes at the end of season 1 is so good. It's by far one of my favorite little arcs in the in season 1 thus far. But the MC is supposed to be weak, which I think is really funny, mostly because other characters that are like not even near his level, but definitely around there. How do I make the oak chest? Where is it? Near his level, they also like pointed out to him, just like, "Dang, you're kind of like weak, aren't you?" There, and it makes sense for his class. He is just a dungeon farmer. His class is not supposed to be a combat focused class. Where the hell are the chests? Why are you here? Where do you belong from? Or where did you come from? Where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Ah. His class is, like I said, it's not a like a combat focused class. So his growth is that I am dumb. I am a buffoon. I am uh won't like grow as quickly like to compare to like just like a fighter or something, which I like that. It's might sound weird to say that, oh, I like that he's weak, but yeah, I like a bit of an underdog story. And although he might be weak himself, the amount of gaslighting that the MC does to like other surrounding creatures is phenomenal. He manages to convince like I believe everybody in the ninth floor kind of like sees him as like the de facto leader sort of deal, which I absolutely love. Just like hey, sure, you can probably strike me down. However, you have to go through my army of rabbit worker farmers. When not all of them are farmers. Some of them can't like throw hands. Uh, throw hands. My army of minotaur, my giant bear, and my other giant bear who is currently a cub. And not only that, but he himself is kind of like starting to grow a bit stronger. It took him a minute. It took him like a pretty long minute to like grow strong, which makes sense. He's just a farmer, just a dude trying his best. But I just love that for him, that he's finally starting to like be able to be strong enough to defend himself and stuff. But I cannot like recommend it enough, the webtoon. I should probably go search for. Hmm. I have full iron armor. How much iron do I have? I have enough iron to last me a good bit. Yeah, I think I'll already start working on making an Omnitrix. The whole point of this mod pack. I need a backpack though. Um, yeah, I'm just like the main reason why I'm bringing this up is because I wanted to come back so badly, dude. I wanted to just like I need more of it. I need more of the characters. I need more of the story. I need more of the character interactions. Please, webtoon, I need this. My I'm kind. I can't even like think of ways to or things to say to like go along with like the famous bit. Is there any cows here? Where are the cows? Uh, it's such a good manhwa. If you have webtoon or if you know any other sites that allows you to like read them, I definitely give it a read. You clicked on this video and you've been listening to me for the past 25 minutes talking about it. And well, 25 minutes might be stretching it a bit since I've been kind of like rambling on about other things that have been distracting me in game. But yeah, it's so good. I love it so much. I can't wait for it to come back. And in Webtoon, the app, it says that oh the top dungeon farmer will return. When? When will it return? Oh, when it comes back, I'm gonna I'm not even gonna go to class. Oh no, I'll probably finish the chapter quickly. But I would be tempted not to go to class at least. God, what did I talk about thus far? The art style, the story. I feel like the characters are very fleshed out. Uh, for example, the MC, he's like I've said before, he's just a dude. He's trying his best to like deal with like the wackiness that he like fell into, and I like he's very good at thinking on his feet. Uh, some of the stuff he does makes you think like, damn, that's a pretty good way to like go about it. I probably wouldn't have thought of that. Granted, I'm not I don't know too much about farming or anything like about business or none of that stuff. So I think that's part of the reason why. But yeah, he's however he's not like in infallible. Is that the right term? There are times where it's just like he gets close to just like getting got for lack of a better term. There's been more than plenty of occasions where I thought that, damn, is does this backfire for him? And it kind of did backfire for him. The oh fuck, I forgot you're here. I forgot. I need to get out of the water. Did they drop leather? I know leather crocodile bags are a thing, but wait, are you crocodiles or alligators? Crocodiles. Hmm. Doesn't look like you do. Where was I? Where was I? Another character, the tower manager. At first I thought they were just like a sort of like the system for the tower, but no, they're like a whole character that gets revealed like 50 chapters in, or was it 30? Might be sooner than that. If it's since I've like fully caught up with it, it feels like it's really hard to get a good time frame of just like when did things get revealed, when did they happen. But yep, the tower manager definitely is another really solid, like, fleshed out character that I'm really like, what's the word I'm looking for? Glad they exist, I guess. All of the companions that he makes, like, for his farm, are great. From the Oh right, he also befriended the tribe of wolves. Obviously, the wolves can talk, so hence why I'm bringing it up. But yeah, yeah, I cannot, like. I want it to be back, bro, so badly. I came out here for looking for leather, but I guess nothing really spawned. Ooh, wait, should I risk nighttime? Yeah, I think I will, cause monster leather is a thing, and I can turn the one piece of those for 2 pieces of leather. I really hope a nightmare stalker doesn't just spawn in. Leave me alone. Thank you for the boost. Okay, you can stop now. Uh, oh, the pacing. I feel like the pacing is pretty solid, being entirely honest. It's like it's definitely a bit on the slower pace. With manhwas. I caught myself there. But I feel like it's to its benefit because it's basically supposed to be a slice of life. It's trying not to like give him too crazy power ups. Just, like, ease up to them little by little. The fruits of his labor slowly coming to fruition. And I feel like I know that I said that I like how the MC is a bit on the weaker side, but I feel like they sometimes, like, just, like, bully him a little with the fact that he's a bit on the weaker end, or at least one of the bears. Or is that really? Nah, I wouldn't really consider it as bullying. Now that I'm thinking about it, more like teasing, I guess. But and also, some things that they for that I even forgot about do come back. Like, they don't do the thing that I didn't like about Strongest Force, where just like MC does this thing, this really cool and interesting mechanic, and never does it again. No, the is this spoilers? This might be considered spoilers. I'm not gonna say anything about. Ooh, wait, is that what I think it is? Okay, no, it's not. But I definitely want to, like. I think I'm gonna make, like, a second video one day. Probably not anytime soon, but just, like, full spoiler, like, spoiler warning. Just like go into the fine details as to why I love this specific webtoon so much. Why are none of the special mobs spawning? Don't tell me they removed them. There was an update. Hold on. Ah, no! Did they remove them? No! Ah, damn. I really hope they didn't. Ah, that was one of my favorite parts of this whole mod pack. The monsters that they just added. Yeah, I might go back and update then, because Damn, I guess they removed them. And it's not like they made the game easy. It was a decent challenge. I lost a hardcore world uh, because I got too cocky with the while fighting them. But yeah, it's I cannot like say how much I want the manhwa to return. And I hope the creator of it, like they're getting like all the rest they need, that they're getting there. They're stretching out their like artistic brain to like tell another like or the second part of like this really compelling story that I've personally grown to love. I understand that it won't be for everybody. If you're not like a big or too big of a fan of just like isekai tropes or talking animals, I could see why this wouldn't be for you. And that's fine. Like what I've said before in the Strongest Floors webtoon, you can like whatever you like or dislike whatever you like. So long you at least give it a try, I would personally be okay with it. Or you don't even have to. You could just like see this video, have it playing in the background, and just hear me rambling about it. You know, gushing grannies. I used the term right. Yeah, I think I did. But like I said before, it is on Webtoon. So the app. So if you ever like, if what I've said here interested you, definitely watch it or yeah, read it. Definitely read it. I cannot stress enough that maybe more views. And granted, I know that this channel is basically uh, way bottom of the barrel in terms of like attraction or attention in general. But if like this manages to give that manhwa at least one more read, then I'll be a happy camper personally. But yeah, I think that's about all I really wanted to say about the top dungeon former. Not a whole lot of bad things. That wasn't on purpose. With what I said earlier. Okay, that's new. I didn't know that was a thing. Earlier in the previous video about me not wanting to be like, uh, just like Mr. Negative all the time. Oh, this webtoon is awful. Just like, which I might be more towards that direction. I still haven't picked up Boundless Ascension from before, but I am tempted. After seeing it top 3 in the listings for the app on Webtoon, I was just like, oh, okay, then maybe it did get really good. So who knows? Maybe that video I made aged poorly. Maybe it didn't. I guess only future David will tell. But yep, this has been me ranting about Top Dungeon Farmer. I hope you enjoyed. If so, feel free to like and subscribe. Give me a comment if you're aware of any manhwas that I feel like with like by the third video of me making, you think I might find interesting. Who knows? Maybe I've read it, maybe I haven't, and just haven't talked about it. Oh, like Skeleton Soldier. Oh god, that's another clusterfuck of a web manhwa series. Whatever. I might make a video sooner than I expected now that I remembered. Oh god. Oh, and then they okay, that one will definitely be filled with spoilers just because there's so much. Okay, well, be ready for that. Like and sub. Goodbye.